Are you stuck in an unhealthy relationship? Here's probably some reasons why. Of course, this is not an exhaustive list and some recommendations for you. I'm Roanne Samuels. I'm a licensed psychotherapist. Um, Meron tayong salita. We have language we say, pag-uhaw tayo when we're thirsty. And sometimes when you are very thirsty, yearning for things that human, the basic of human psychological basic needs. Sa in our bodies, we have basic needs, okay, food, water, but psychologically, the basic need is to our needs is are to feel that you matter. Um, the yearning that you are heard. So and those are very basic things. We all have a yearning. So when we are when we are thirsty, we say that um, you would drink any type of liquid, even if it's not good water. So that might be one of the reasons. And if you look deeper, you might be stuck in an unhealthy relationship. Mind you, we all get stuck in unhealthy relationship. But if you're just stuck, you've been there, you're maybe aware this is not the relationship that is serving me well. But when I say stuck, there's usually a pattern. You've already tried um, to sort of like get away from that relationship, but you're just stuck. So, so it's possible that that can be connected to a past trauma. And as I always say, not everything is traumatic. And I know that's a buzzword these days, but it is true. Some things can be traumatic. And if you don't process that, what we say is we don't process it, we transmit it, and it permeates in other relationship. And you might wonder, well, it's I'm the one that's hurting, so is it me? Why would I want to do that to myself? And that's part of not digesting it, is that it's permeating. You might not clearly see. It's almost like looking at a mirror and you're too close. You can't see the whole picture. So that's one. And then attachment, a disruption in attachment. Attachment is one of the longest study on relationship, on connection. Um, and we all have that need. And sometimes there's a disruption, meaning we didn't get um, enough mothering or enough caregiving, if you will. So it's not just the mother, but primarily studies are studying mothers and their children. Sometimes there's a disruption. This can happen when we have OFW mothers. Someone died. And it could even be possible if your mother, father, caregivers are physically present, but they're emotionally absent. Okay. So then you become uhaw, you become thirsty. The next one that might be where it's coming from, why you're stuck, is also unprocessed grief. Ano po ang grief? Grief is feeling of loss. It doesn't have to be just death, but just a grief, a feeling of loss. You missed out on something. It's no longer there. It's almost chasing something, someone, but it's gone. It's that feeling. Okay. So when that too is not processed, grief could become many different emotions. And sometimes we cling on to things more, we attach to things, which is could be also related to attachment issue. So again, this is not an exhaustible list. There's, I'm sure, other reasons, but we'll keep it in a few of those for this video. Now, oh, one of possible thing that I want to mention also is that it's possible that you are maybe just by your role models, I should say, while you're stuck. Okay, going back, aside from your thirsty, I'm gonna add some more. Is that maybe your role models have poor boundaries, and that's how you thought relationship should be, and you don't have any other information, guess what? When you are an adult, you can unlearn and relearn things. So you are in control, my friend. And as I always say, as a therapist to my other client, it's never too late to have a happier childhood. We change the past in the present. So important to note. There's also a difference in the way we co-regulate. So when we say co-regulate, we soothe each other. So in America, for instance, we self-regulate more. So we teach children to be aware of their ability to control their emotions, to suit their emotions. That's very important. Co-regulation is relying on or seeking somebody else, after you tried soothing yourself, that it's okay also to depend on someone. Filipinos are, in general, heavier on co-regulation because we're very collectivistic culture. Now, I think this is wonderful. I think that we can learn so much from the Filipino culture, in that no man is an island. But any core value that you apply in the extreme, whether it's Filipino or American, becomes a shadow. Okay, so there's also a negative side to it. So when you don't learn to self-regulate, you could also codepend on the other person. And that's possibly one of the reason that you may be stuck in your relationship. Every time you feel freaked out, the person might leave. You're just going to soothe yourself, even though it's so dysfunctional, to just stay in the relationship. So these things could be breakdown. Even, we could talk about co-regulation for 2 hours, but I am just breaking down a few things. You could be thirsty, some role models in which you might be unconsciously have embodied the way they've coped with life. Um, the difference in co-regulation, when you do that in the extreme, you might be codependent. Um, but the most important part is how to get unstuck. As a therapist, you might expect that I would say seek professional help. Obviously, if you're interested in my service, you could check the link to consult, but it doesn't have to be me. These videos are just mainly to help you out. It could be anyone, that a mental health clinician that's trained, and they're trained to not be biased. Okay, I'm not saying everybody's, because we all have our biases, but at least they're more aware. Um, if that's not your cup of tea, and I could understand, but if you're not, haven't tried it, try it and make sure you find a good fit, because that's crucial. The other one is, if you're really having a hard time on leaving a relationship, you're just stuck. Maybe be inspired of a person that, I wish I was like this person. And so get inspired by that person. It's almost like you're going to use the person, like, what would, let's say, Jessica do? What would Jessica do? So you're borrowing their energy. Lastly, if that's not working, borrow the energy of people who believe in you. If you cannot believe in yourself deeply just yet, think about somebody looking at you in a way that you might not even know how to look at yourself. These are people who believe in you, who think you're precious. They feel that you shouldn't be in that relationship, and borrow the energy, to look through their eyes as much as you can. I hope this has been helpful to you. You do deserve to be in a relationship that fulfills you, that nurture you as much as you nurture the person back. Ingat po, this is Roanne Samo. Salamat sa pakikinig. And visit calamansijuice.com if you're interested in any articles. Also, I would link the Calamansi Juice Academy for any classes that I offer. Thank you po for listening. Bye now.